Berlin. I'm at the Hans Eisler Academy of Music. They're rehearsing for a gala. Here, like elsewhere in Germany, they're remembering the birth of Richard Wagner 200 years ago. Over the years, controversy has clung to the composer. After all, Hitler was an admirer. But modern Germany, sure of itself and its values, lives easily with the complexities of its past. And this is an era of German confidence. Confidence flows from the most successful economy in Europe. Take Volkswagen, turning out 10 million vehicles a year. Robotic elevators deliver vehicles to waiting customers. Beyond, the factory in Wolfsburg started in 1938. The German trick has been to market the Made in Germany label not so much to Europe, but to the emerging world. Customers are even taken on a tour and told they're buying into VW values. And is this an exciting moment?
Absolutely. I mean, the new baby's coming. It is an exciting moment. It is something very emotional.
And the new baby's a Volkswagen.
And the new baby's a Volkswagen.
Yes, the German brand is about quality and tireless innovation, and also keeping wage costs down. But some see a danger in bragging rights, and recently a finance minister felt compelled to say the economy was a source of pride, but not smugness. In this city, in Berlin, history, the past, are never far away, even if it's just visitors posing alongside people dressed in World War II uniforms. These days, Berlin, with its frenetic building activity, increasingly seems like the capital of Europe. Certainly few major decisions are taken in Europe these days without Germany's backing. All of this leaves the Germans a little bit queasy. One local paper here wrote that Germany stands where it never wanted to stand after 1945, as the dominant power in Europe. When I visit the Reichstag and the German parliament, I'm told the eurozone crisis changed everything. Weak countries needed bailing out, and the biggest burden fell on Germany. They didn't want to become the paymasters of Europe, so a grand bargain emerged. They would help the countries of southern Europe, but they would have to change, cut costs, embrace reforms. In other words, become more like Germany. And you agree, you have to be very sensitive in doing that, saying you've got to carry out reforms in order to get further funding. Can be pretty sensitive, can't it?
It is sensitive, and I think we do it in a way that it's shown that it is sensitive. But sensitivity cannot avoid telling the truth.
In insisting that other countries need to get their budgets under control, some see Germany as a prisoner of its past. At the History Museum, one of the favourite exhibits is a banknote from 1923. Inflation was so rampant that they printed a 1 billion mark note. The lesson is not forgotten, but some have accused Germany of pushing austerity too far, with devastating results for countries like Spain and Greece. Out on the lawn at Humboldt University, a new generation frets over resentment towards Germany.
Eventually, or soonish, they're gonna say, stop, you can't be, Germany can't rule Europe. We can't do that. So I think more and more countries, as you see in Greece right now, they're gonna go against us,
With resentment, stereotypes have already resurfaced. In 3 countries, I have seen Angela Merkel depicted as Hitler. It has left the Germans angry but reflective. The former German Chancellor Helmut Schmidt said, "If we let ourselves be seduced into taking a leading role in Europe, our neighbours will brace themselves against us." Looking out at Berlin's forest of cranes, you can't help but feel the success. The government remains convinced that spending cuts and reforms, which worked well here, will eventually trigger growth throughout Europe. If it does not and countries slide further into recession, then some of that frustration will be vented towards Germany. Listening to the Wagner rehearsal, I thought this. It is a great irony that the euro, which was intended to bind Germany to Europe, has ended up confirming it as the indispensable power. But Germany will need to tread softly.